In 1687, an apple fell on Newton's head and he discovered gravity, which meant from that moment on, the world sucked. Many scholars since have tried to dispel this notion, trying to defy gravity. On a Saturday morning, 5 adventure riders set off with their 230 kilo plus bikes to take on the laws of physics and prove Newton wrong. Enthusiastic and energetic, they set off into the wild, braving rain, traffic, potholed roads. Their steeds, in this case 4 Africa twins and 1 desert sled, wearing armored suits making them look like extras from Starship Troopers. With confidence they rode, striding, that's standing and riding on their adventure bikes. Feeling confident that today will be the day that Newton will be proven wrong and he will be singing a new tune. Get what I did there? Newton, new tune. Never mind.
Never fiddle around with your camera while you're riding. Good lesson.
These brave soldiers carry on and cross into the Greenlands through heavy struts and slippery sands, through water crossings and, well, into water crossings. But here's an important lesson. When you fall down, always make sure you switch your bike off, pose for the camera and then switch your bike off.
Smile for the camera, bro. You see, if you don't fall, how would you learn?
Breakfast and nourishment lay ahead, a deceiving stream. To the naked eye it seemed simple, but for these brave adventurers it was no ordinary task. They tried and tried.
Shush, okay.
And tried. The rocks were small and slippery. The moss was a nightmare for traction, but they still tried. Their bikes submerged in water, but their spirits not. No one could pass through this treacherous water crossing. Well, no one, but 2 guys on a 100cc bike, easily. And they even had time to wave. Aww.
That's good entertainment. Good entertainment. Needed to get the bike washed in any case.
The bikes needed a wash, and so did the riders. With their bellies full and their minds full of YouTube videos of Chris Birch and Ariman flying their 250 kilo bikes through forests, they too were inspired and flew back to civilization.
lightning striking all over the world. There's lightning striking all over the world. There's lightning striking all over the world.
That was a nasty one. I didn't think the GoPro would survive. Full moss. Casualty. Very slippery. That was bad. This is like the drop point. We just all come. चल बंद कर बाइक बंद कर. Always switch the ignition off first. Someone's made his home over there as well. Where did you fall? This. It went full 180, like oil, yeah, zoop karke. Even the Sachin ahead of me, just full off, man. Chal. One. ये पकड़ा? हाँ. ऊपर. I got you also in camera, bro.
Fuck, you saw that?
Oh fuck, dude. उसी को देख के I got little, but.
मैं तो तू इसको देख के उधर गिर गया. खड़े गिर गया. मैं ब्रेक मारा ऐसे गिर गया. पाँव रखने की जगह नहीं था. How bad was mine, yeah?
You went from here, you landed up there, man. Talk.
I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Alright, to figure out exactly what the fuck was going on, let's play that back in slow motion. Sachin goes over the water crossing. He is throttling constantly when his back tire loses contact with the ground because of the moss. But with a well-timed kick, he manages to gain control and rides on. Now let's look at what happened to me. The moment I saw Sachin lose control, my reflex was to let go of the throttle, which in turn transferred the weight of the bike from the back to the front tire, which then slipped on the moss, losing all traction, and because the front went down first, kicking myself off the ground would not have worked either. Moral of the story, don't ride so close behind to the rider up front. Leave that to the professionals.
We've fallen down too many times. Now it stopped being fun. Exhausted, dehydrated, bike's giving trouble, and because of the dehydration you're just losing judgment, hand-eye coordination. We're all just so adventure is something which happens to you when you go out looking for adventure. That's when trouble happens.
A mellow ride to their campsite was a refreshing change. And after burning many calories, it was time to replenish themselves with good old barbecue. In the end, these mighty adventure riders realized that Newton was half right. The earth does possess a force that makes things stick to it. But that day, These 5 boys did prove that the world does not suck. It's actually a very beautiful place. And in that was their victory.
Multi-camera setup going
Multi-cam set, okay.
and switch.
Switch.